Thank you so much for your time today. Again, Erin, Eiras, Wealth Advisor with InVestra Financial, and Stephanie Vokral, InVestra Financial, CDFA, as well as Certified Financial Planner. We wanted to talk today a little bit more digging in on the CDFA. I mean, that's what today is all about. It's your passion. It's something Stephanie has done for many years, very successful at doing that. So I wanted to dive in specifically and just spend a little bit of time on advocacy, right? Advocacy is such a big thing in the type of business that we provide, that personal one-on-one relationship. So in the CDFA business, why have an advocate? What have clients said to you about your advocacy? Why we consider it being an advocate going through a divorce, and if you would just talk a little bit about that specifically.
Absolutely. And advocacy really comes into play in traditional litigation. So if a client is going to hire me to only be their advocate,
Got it.
And not work with them as a couple as a neutral party, it is so important for me to help them understand, well, what is this going to look like for you post-divorce? And so bringing that into the present divorce process really gives them a very clear idea of how they're going to be successful post-divorce. And it helps them make decisions now in the divorce process. And an example for that is there isn't any, well, let me say this. There isn't anybody else in the divorce process who has the role of being the advocate for the client that's going to go into post-divorce. And so what I mean by that is that a CPA or an attorney that is hired during that process, it's just not their role to be thinking about them post-divorce. And so that advocacy comes in because I'm not only thinking about the client right now in this decision, but what is this going to look like them throughout the rest of their life?
The next chapter.
Correct. Yeah. You know, and it's many times for clients, that's the next 30 or 40 years of their life.
Only next chapter.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you have to think about their older self in the current transaction. And that's so important as their advocate, because I am thinking about their older self as well.
Yeah. And I think, you know, when we go back, because I know we share our Christian beliefs, you know, wanting to be a helpmate, it's so fulfilling, right? To be that advocate and to be there and come up beside them so that they're not alone. I mean, it's like a sisterhood, or, you know, it's a real kindred spirit that you can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But that's advocacy. So we wanted to talk a little bit about what that was and why it's really important. I don't think a lot of people gather that. I think they don't realize that this is a teammate that, I mean, technically you could also have for the next 30 years, right?
Absolutely.
Because we have legs in this career and we're going to be around, and things may change in their life, but you know, you're a staple. We're a solid that stays in that relationship.
Right. And many times clients hire me post-divorce.
Correct.
I have all the information. I have walked with them through one of the most trying times of their lives.
Right.
And so letting go of me feels like they're letting go of their lifeline. And so staying with us post-divorce, we can use all of the financials that we already have and continue that process with them.
Yeah, you're saving a lot of time.
Yes,
yeah, and you've experienced major vulnerabilities in a moment like that. So I mean, I could see why that would be, you know, a relationship you wouldn't want to walk away from.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, not only for your passion and sharing that, but for your time today to be able to get that recorded so we can share that with as many people as possible.
Absolutely. Thank you.